Graphk and Stu show, baby. We are back. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. You guys know what time it is. We are back, the Graphk and Stu show. I am one of your hosts, Graphic Raiders. Salute to everybody watching on both channels, on Stu's channel on YouTube, on my side of things. Also, salute to everybody watching on Twitter. And also salute to everyone who will be listening to this on the audio side of things afterwards on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I am here with my brother, former Purdue Boilermaker, great, former Oakland Raider, great, my brother, Stuart Schweigert. Man, how you feeling, bro?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. I'm excited to be on. We haven't been on in a couple of weeks. I mean, we
were on 10 a couple of weeks ago, but
I was on your show a little bit in Indy, but you know what I'm saying? We haven't done a show in quite a little bit, man. Things have just been busy over here. I mean, just like everybody's busy right now. So
yeah, definitely. We have a lot to talk about, man. Stu hit me up. He said, I want to talk about this game.
Yeah.
Stu has notes ready to go. We're definitely, I know the nation doesn't want to relive this blowout, but guess what? We have to relive it. Stu has some thoughts on it. We definitely want to get his opinion on how this thing went. And then we also want to talk about the bye week and how players approach the bye week coming off of such a bad loss. I know Stu played for some Oakland Raider teams that were pretty bad in the past. So he's very, understanding and very in the know of how you approach the bye week coming off this kind of performance, man. But how we feeling, man? 31-0 Raiders, 3 first downs offensively. Patrick Mahomes could have been off the field in the third quarter. Honestly, they could have benched him. They could have started taking a knee at the beginning of the half, in the second half.
I'm just going to say this. You bring up, and it was kind of funny that you said former Boilermaker, right? Because technically I'm supposed to be a Boilermaker forever, but they've been playing bad too, dog. So it's almost the same. It almost looked like the same game when they played against Northwestern this past weekend. But you talk about 3 first down. I mean, they didn't have a first down going halfway through the third quarter.
Nasty.
Yeah, and you know what? And then the other thing is defense needs to get off the field. I mean, there was a drive, 82 yards, 17 plays.
Yes.
And we actually put ourselves in some pretty good third and longs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'll talk about some of those. And it was funny, right before you popped on, I was just kind of just going over the game again.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a third down. It was a third down. It was a 3rd and 1 with 12 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Even the announcer was like, dude, the safeties are way too deep.
Yeah.
And the DBs were just playing off. And I'm thinking, what the hell are they doing, man? It's the awareness. It's pre-snap awareness. And there's other things, bad eyes, right?
Yes.
Not getting off blocks, bad leverage, lining up inside when you should be outside because you're not aware of where your help is.
Preach.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to, again, we're not going to sit here and beat a dead horse, right? This is one of those games where you're like, it's one of those ones where you wish you just could move on almost and go through, but I'm sure there's a lot to learn on that tape.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When you blow a team out, it's like, you don't really watch those films either because there's nothing to correct. There's nothing to really learn. But this game, I mean, they should be watching that multiple times.
Defensively, man, schematically, like what are you seeing? Because once again, you kind of touched on a few things with, they should have did this when they were doing this and so on and so forth. A lot of people are talking about Pete Carroll and this outdated defense. This defense doesn't look the exact same as it has in recent memory under Patrick Graham. Like defensively, schematically, what are you seeing, Stu? Like, because once again,
I mean,
week in and week out, the middle of the football field is open. they're allowing these receivers to get, especially these tight ends, to just sit at the sticks. They're just sitting there, just like those 3rd and longs meant nothing to Patrick Mahomes because he knew what he was looking at. It's just like, whatever, we'll go out there and get the first. Travis Kelce would just go out there and just sit at the sticks.
Well, the very first third down, or no, I think it was the second play, right? It was 10 and second and 20, I think, or maybe 1st and 20 or whatever.
Yeah.
And Kelce comes across, and I have that play written up, and that play actually was the corner's fault.
Okay, and this was Caillou Blue Kelly, right?
It's
36.
Yes.
And he is the most picked on corner in football right now.
And here's what's happening, right? Teams are seeing it. So teams are, and I'm not talking bad about the kid, but teams are game planning things, and you can see these same situations coming up. And I was always taught by Brock Spack, my defensive coordinator at Purdue, and Rob Ryan, my defensive coordinator with the Raiders. They're going to you'd be stupid if you're offensive coordinator not to look at the games previously and go, okay, what have they been getting beat on?
Yeah.
Let's run the same exact play.
Yeah.
Let's see if those guys during the week have self-scouted and have made the adjustments. And I think you're seeing some of the same things. And so now what they're seeing is they're taking advantage of some of these weaknesses. For instance, there's a play where they do a fake bubble screen and the guy comes up, right?
Yeah.
And our linebacker and corner jump the bubble, right? Yeah. Then they do it again where they run the same play on that. I think it was the first play in the first 3rd down in the second half. It was like 3rd and 16.
Yeah.
And then they throw the screen and all the other guys are backing off. So it's like, we just can't get right. You know what I'm saying?
They just did whatever they want. They picked on us on both sides.
At this point, I mean, it's a 50-50 deal. Like, they're either going to throw it to this running back or they're going to throw it to the blocker. This play, let me take the blocker. They're going to throw it to the running back.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Let me jump the running back. They're going to throw it to the blocker. So right now we're just I don't know. I mean, I don't think if I go back, I don't think I've ever been involved in a 31-0 game. I've been involved in some pretty bad games, but again, you know, and not saying defense always played great because we didn't, right?
Yeah, but you played on some really good defenses in
Oakland. Yeah, so for me, you know, thinking about this game, I mean, again, offense, you got to help them out, man. I mean,
definitely. And what do you, I'm going to ask you that because this Chip Kelly offense has been very predictable. Very predictable. Geno had 67 yards or something like that in the air, 0 touchdowns. I mean, he was sacked once. The offensive line was definitely terrible, but they only gave Genty the ball 6 times. And they really didn't even start feeding him until we were down 14-0, which makes absolutely no sense. 21 yards or something? Or? It's just, he had 21 on 6 carries. He averaged 3.5
yards. 8 was the longest. Geno Smith was 10 of 16 for 67 yards. He got sacked once.
Yeah, but the system, it's like Chip Kelly has been very, very predictable on the offensive side of the ball. It's like KC kind of knew exactly what we were going to do on every single play. And then if we had an opportunity to go out there and make a play, we were in our own way. Penalties, and it's just both sides of the football right now.
Yourself in the foot.
Yeah, both sides. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. And with Caillou Blue Kelly, number 36 on the boundary, our corner, getting so picked on, I'm just trying to figure out why they're not throwing a third round guy, Darian Porter, which you were really high on. You remember
Darian's from Iowa State?
Yes. Yeah. 6'4", fast, former wide receiver. This is a Pete Carroll guy. I don't understand why they're not throwing him out there at 2 and 4 at the time.
What's 36's situation? What's his deal?
Nothing. This is really the first burn that he's getting at the NFL level. He's a Las Vegas native. I believe he's a former 5th or 6th round guy, the Baltimore Ravens, but he hasn't got a ton of burn.
What year is this for him?
This is, you know what? Let me see this real quick. He's still young.
Yeah.
He's still really young. He's 24 years old. So this is
second year, maybe third year.
Third year. Yeah.
So I look at it. I look at it this way on offense. What I'm seeing is we're having to simplify stuff, I guess, is what it's looking like. And because obviously we know. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. He's on his 4th team. So yeah, but he's been in the league since 2023.
There seems to be a reason. right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? And again, I'm not knocking on the kid. I don't know the kid. I'm just going off of what I see.
Yeah.
And here's the problem. When you get in that situation of where teams are specifically running plays to that fucks your shit up. That really that gets you messed up, and it's a hard area to get out of.
Yes,
you need to have some very supportive coaches, and coaches can only support a guy for so long.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can only hey, listen, man, it's time to shit or get off the pot, right? Like you got to make it. Like you got to start making some plays, otherwise I can't play you.
Yeah, but also they're not helping him. I mean, you got Palomal playing free safety. He's a strong safety. Like they have him out playing out of position. So it's just they're not giving the kid any help. And I feel bad for him. He's 24 years old. The reason they brought him in, he's a former Stanford guy. He has a really high IQ for football, but he's just getting completely picked on. And Pete is not getting him off the football field.
He's guessing himself right now.
Oh, definitely. For
He's
sure.
Guessing himself right now.
Yeah.
Where were we going with that?
Real quick, let me read this super, and I want to get to your notes here. And salute to everybody here in the building. We appreciate you. We see Freight Train, Zahn, Desert Raider.
Big ups to everybody.
Salute to everybody. 10 Commandments says, please check out Gruden Explains 5-Man Pass Protection. He is clearly talking to Geno Smith. Dope. 10 Commandments, I will definitely check that out, brother, right after this.
Where is that at? Where is that at?
It has to be on his YouTube channel. So, hey, 10 Commandments, is it on his YouTube channel? If so, please let me know, and we'll both definitely check it out. So, salute to Rick as well. He says, Graphk and Stu, what's good? And it's always good to see our brother Hug D's in the building as well. Salute to you, brother. But give us some thoughts on this game. I mean, honestly, there was no bright spots, not one. There's no game balls to be given to anyone. Offensively, we were miserable. Defensively, we were miserable. But give us some thoughts that you had on this game.
I mean, I'm now just thinking about it. I mean, you can clearly see, from what I can see at this point, is game plan wise, if you compare Kansas City to the Raiders, right? Oh,
night and day.
It really is. You can see each play. They are game planning, right? It's not one of those deals where I don't give a shit what the team does. We're going to run what we do, and we're going to make them defend it, right?
Yeah.
From what I saw was they clearly went back and looked at what works against us and decided to run a bunch of that stuff, and we're not making the adjustments on it. And now, right, and you've heard me say this before, there's only two situations. Either the players aren't getting the correct information, or they're getting too much information and it's overload, right? Or the players just aren't capable of comprehending what is supposed to be done out there.
Agree.
So you look at it in two ways. If you have it to where the players just aren't getting it, now you're handcuffing the coaches, right?
Yeah.
But then as players, if you're not getting the information, then how are you supposed to know something or be aware of something if you're not being showed something, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And sometimes coaches can give too much information. I mean, obviously, as a staff, we know these guys know football.
Yeah, for sure.
These guys know football.
I mean, Pete has won a championship. I mean, Graham has been a defensive coordinator in this league for a long time.
I mean, all those guys. There's a lot of experience over there.
Yeah. Salute to LV Maximus too. I see you, brother. My apologies. I didn't acknowledge you. Salute to one of the mods, LV. But
Demon. Okay, I see Demon.
Salute to Jason as well. I want to say this real quick.
I found a bunch of his cards all over the place.
Y'all should have been. I wish you guys were flies on the wall at Stu's house. I'm trying to sleep at like 6 a.m. And I hear Stu,
there, you were right here.
Yeah, right there laying down the couch. I hear Stu absolutely beating shit down Jason's leg in college football 2025. It was nasty work. All I know was Stu was, I believe, were you Penn State?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and
King was talking a bunch of shit.
Yes, yes. And all I know was Stu was like, let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. So
you go, man, hey, dog. I'm like, go upstairs and jump in my bed, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, I got to go lay down, bro. Y'all are really into it. And also, I want to put this out there as well before you get into your bag. Realist Raider says, what's up, Swag? Watched you play live in color. Section 108.
Okay.
So there you go.
Oaktown.
I love it, man. So, I love it. And it says, love a good Stu show. Salute to my guy, Josh.
Oh, actually, I did find, speaking of the fans.
Okay.
I did find something that that I was looking for. And actually in the background right now, I have our 06 at Kansas City game on, along with this task one here. But there was a fan that I had, and I was just thinking. I found out what set it was. A girl, and she was a huge Raiders fan, and she sent me this. Actually, I didn't show you these pictures. Do I got a book?
I haven't seen that book.
Yeah, I just found this going through some stuff right here. This thing is funny as hell.
That's dope. That's dope. He drew that for you?
Yes, he drew that for me in 07.
Oh, that's fire, bro. That was when Family Guy first started.
Well, you know, when I would get a tackle, they'd play Stewie Ooey Ooey.
Yeah.
But anyway, I appreciate the shout out there.
Love it. But what went wrong with you guys?
The thing too, I see. And you know, I keep saying this, that when we run our mans, teams, it looks like teams know how to get us into a man type defense, or they know when we're going to run a man type defense, because they're running man beaters, you know, where they're stacking guys and they're motioning to the stack. And there's no pre-snap communication with the DBs and safeties, or the safeties and linebackers going over these crossing routes and these different things that are set up for specific man-to-man defenses. And we need to be able to do that, right? You need to be able to have a call and then make an adjustment, just like on offense, right? If you think in the NFL that you can just call a play and walk up there and run it, I mean, there's teams that can, but you're only going to do it once in a while, right? You got to come up there and you need to adjust some things. You need to switch protections. You need to slide.
Agreed.
You need to audible. You need to check out of things. And I don't know if that's going on.
Yeah, I don't believe so at all either. This team looks clueless right now, Stu. We watched them live in living color in Indianapolis. It was bad, 40-6, right?
That was bad. I kind of forgot about that already.
We left in the second half. We left in the third quarter. We're like, let's get the hell out of here. Like, there's no reason to stick around. We ended up going to kick it and hang out.
The other team's fans feel bad for us.
I know. They're like, you know what? Have a safe flight home. You know, you didn't deserve this.
Come back anytime.
Yeah, come back anytime. I'm like, what? But I don't know what's going on. And I know there's a lot of stuff. I made some calls because we had some interesting conversations after that game with some people. And I made some calls. And on both sides of the ball, there's a lot going on within that locker room. I'm talking about with the players, the coaches. You know, yesterday news dropped that the Cowboys.
It's a scramble right now, bro.
Yes.
What record are we now?
We're 2-5 right now. Pete is saying, I didn't think that we were this far along, you know, and he said this multiple times now. There's a little bit of throwing certain guys under the bus.
What did he say? He didn't.
I didn't think that we were this far off. That's what I meant to say.
He thought at this part of the season we'd be
further along.
So you know what that means? To me, if a coach is saying that, there's stuff being taught in those in those meeting rooms and on the practice field that's not translating to the field.
Yes.
And I think it goes to a lot of our guys are just inexperienced.
Yeah. And then also he threw Chip Kelly under the bus a little bit by
what happened there?
Play calling. And this was a week or so back, you know, talking about pretty much trying to get the ground game going. You know, I forgot what he said verbatim. You know, basically we got to get Genty the ball 20 plus times. You don't take him at 6 and then you don't allow him to run the football as much as you need him to. But I forgot exactly what he said, but it was a thing in the nation for a minute. We're like, wow, like we're at this point where Pete's kind of throwing Chip under the bus and then Chip kind of fires back, but not in a roundabout way, in a roundabout way. And once again, I don't really remember. It was a few weeks ago. There's so much shit going on with this team right now, Stu, that I can't even keep up. It's a lot. We got Max Crosby yesterday. The Raiders had to come out and state that Max isn't going anywhere. It sounds like the Cowboys reached out about a potential trade.
I did see that.
Yeah, the deadline is a few weeks away, November 4th.
We said.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, if you're going to restart this thing, right, that's the only contract and the only player that would field you anything in terms of trying to go get you a quarterback of the future and all that other stuff. But Max came out. I want to be here. They had a conversation. Raiders said he's not going anywhere. So once again, we've heard this before, though. We heard what Gruden said about Khalil Mack. We'll make sure he'll be back, and boom, he's gone. So we just don't know what to believe in the fan base right now, and then once again, the Chip Kelly, Patrick Graham dynamic, making him the highest paid OC, and it's just a very predictable offense. And I'm not here to say that he has a lot of tools to play with on the offensive side of the ball. The O-line has struggled, just like LV said.
Yeah.
Guys, is JPJ really that awful? Because he got beat up by Chris Jones a ton in this game, and they benched him. But this is the problem, Stu. You bench JPJ. You bench him for Alex Kappa.
When did that happen?
What was it? It was in the third quarter, I believe. I think they benched him in the third.
What was he doing? He's just giving up shit, or was he just?
Chris Jones was dominating him and Jordan Meredith there at the center in the guard spot. But the thing is, you keep Geno in until pretty much the end of the game, and he's the lead leaguer in picks right now with 10 of them. Right, so you bench JPJ, a second-year guy, and you keep Geno out there, who has been really, really bad. I mean, probably the worst quarterback in football up to this point. So there's so many. I think right now Pete is playing favoritism, and this. We've talked about this in the building, dealing with coaches that have their favorites.
Oh, yeah.
And the politics behind the scenes. There's a lot of it. It's clear that Pete made Caillou Blue his guy. That is his guy, and he started him, and he's not seeing the writing on the wall with throwing Darian Porter out there and allowing him to go out there. He had 14 reps when the game didn't even matter. He put him out there when the game was out of hand.
Yeah.
But there's favoritism here behind those walls in Henderson right now. And it's clear that Pete is definitely in his own way right now. But benching JPJ after all the noise of him having to compete for the starting right spot with Alex Kappa, who was the worst guard in football last year, it's just like, what are we doing here? And I don't get it. I don't get it. Now there's rumors of them potentially moving him and trading him, which is nasty in his second year. Yeah. It's crazy.
So when obviously, when things are bad and you're losing, right, everything's highlighted.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yes. And people start scrambling, right? Mm-hmm. People start, it's like a Survivor. People start getting their little fucking camps and their little groups and hey, are we good? Are we cool? Are we? And it's like, what the fuck, man? Mm-hmm. So when you have coaches, because everybody that's on the team, it's not like every person that they bring in as a free agent or every draft pick they bring in, everyone's excited about it, right?
Yeah.
You have those picks, I'm sure where everyone is, but you're going to have people that I didn't want that guy. I told him not to get that guy. Yeah. And then whoever was because at some point there's the decision maker that goes, yep, we're taking him. Yep, no, we're not taking him. We're doing this. And every time they do that, you're pissing somebody off.
Yes.
So if you bring a guy in and like, no, trust me, this is my guy. I can count on this dude. And we're going to play him instead of this guy. Mm-hmm. Whoever is in the camp of the dude that's not playing, they're going to be sitting there going, told you.
Yep.
Fucking told you. You know what I mean? And then here's the deal. Instead of a coach just having the balls and confidence to go, you know what? Fuck, I fucked up on that one. Get him out of here.
Yeah, they stick to it. It's like they want to die on that hill.
They double down.
Yeah.
Double down. You're like, bro, like it's time to we gotta cut loose.
Stu, we just had a full draft class.
Yeah.
Genty gets 6 carries, okay? Jack Besh in the second round is our wide receiver out of TCU.
18, right?
Yes, he's finally starting to get burned at the wide receiver position.
He had a couple catches, right?
Well, they didn't really target him. Honestly, they didn't even really look his way. And honestly,
he had 2 for 13.
Yeah, he had 2 for 13. He was targeted twice. But they're starting to try to get the wheels turning there. But Darian Porter, third round pick, not playing. He's been kind of relegated to special teams at this point as a gunner. You got J.J. Pegues, Tonka Hemingway, 2 young defensive linemen that's inactive week in and week out. You got Charles Grant and Caleb Rogers, a guard and a tackle that you took really early that are inactive every single week with your offensive line struggling. You have Cam Miller, your 6th round quarterback, on the practice squad. They're not playing these young guys. They continue to just throw these older dudes out there on 1-year deals, and they're not allowing their youth to play. And it's like, it's not working, Pete. It's not working. You can't die on that hill right now. You have to at least get the young guys rolling. I can live with losing games right now as long as you're putting the young kids out there and giving them
and let them trial by fire, right?
Yes, like give them some live bullets. You knew this, Stuart. At one point, you were a rookie. You came into a situation where we had some very notable names on the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely.
But you were just like, I know you were like, I want to be on the football field, not just special teams, but put me out there safety and let me learn the game. They're not doing that.
So again, you look at it, and it'd have to be something to where, again, I say this, to really know, I'd have to go there for a week and just take a look.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm just thinking that these coaches, for whatever reason, they just don't trust those guys yet. Maybe, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And I understand that they get a better chance to look at them in practice. I understand. Yeah. And some of these guys were developmental guys when you brought them in. I understand that you don't want to just throw them into the fuck. Because once again, as a young guy in the league, if you get inside here, it may be over for you early on.
Your whole career could be fucked.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But at the end of the day, you're looking at this whole line and you're like, can it get worse with Caleb Rogers and Charles Grant out there? You have the worst left tackle in football with Stone Forsythe out there right now. That's your guy. Yeah. He brought him in from Seattle because that was his guy. And he's been a backup his entire career. With Colton Miller going out, you just took Charles Grant in the third round, I believe, and you're not playing him. Like, what is the issue? I don't get it. Like, I would rather see him go out there and get some live bullets.
Where's Grant from?
He's a small school in William and Mary.
Okay.
So I'm not going to act like he's ready to go right now and he's a finished product, because he's not. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's like, what are we doing here? Like, we took him 99th overall in the third round. Like, at some point, you got to realize
he's at that pick. He should be computing. He should be
competing for, yeah.
He should be playing.
You go. If you take him in the sixth, I understand that.
He should be a contributor out there.
There you go. Now, if you took him in the sixth or seventh, I understand. I get it. It's like, you know what? We'll be patient with him. He may never ever see the field. I'm okay with that. When you take him in the third, bro, that's something that you have to say, we're fucking up right now. Like,
he should be getting some burn at a third round.
Yes. Real quick. Let me read these supers real quick before we get back to the notes. Salute to Sean. He says, Geno is 34. Do you think age caught up with him? No, Sean. Geno is Geno. Simple and plain. It's just, this is who he is. This is who he's always been. And once again, you got him in a system right now that he clearly does not fit with Chip Kelly. Chip has kind of took the deep ball away from Geno because he's essentially thrown so many picks that he's trying to dink and dunk here on the offensive side of the ball. Geno is known for throwing the deep ball. That's what he's known for. He
has not thrown that well at all. And it's clear that it's just not. How many times have you seen it go short?
Oh my God. Or over the receiver's head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're
extreme weather conditions. It's either this or that.
Or way too long. It's like, bro,
what are we doing? So yeah, I don't think it's a age is caught up to Geno. I just think, he's not being able to play his game right now. And also, Geno has never really historically been a great quarterback anyways.
And I'm going to say this, and you're right. You're right. He hasn't been, right? Yeah. He's been a guy.
A guy.
He's been a guy that in Seattle, shit was just working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think this, obviously, I do like Geno. I do. I think he's a good dude. He
seems like a phenomenal human being.
Yeah. Definitely. I've never heard anything negative about the guy.
Not at all.
But I think he probably came into the season with, and again, he should, right? We all have pressure. Mm-hmm. But again, it's like, here goes a head coach, like, hey, you're my guy. You have the entire fucking nation like going, oh yeah, we finally have a quarterback. And I think he's trying to do too much. I think he's probably in his own head, and right now he feels like shit. He feels.
Oh, terrible. You know it.
He doesn't. He wants to go out there and do like he did before. He doesn't want to fucking have fucking fans fucking sick of it already.
But you know what, though, Stu? Let me say this: if he's gonna go die on that sword, at least go let him play his game. Chip is trying to.
That's true.
Chip is trying to put limitations on him so he doesn't go out there and turn over the football. Hey, look, man, I can live with Geno throwing the deep ball. And if he throws some picks, shit happens. It happens, right? But that's his game. It's like you can't limit him from doing what has got him to this point where he got an extension. You moved a third-round pick to bring him in. If anything, let Geno go out there and play his game. If he throws 30 picks this season, then guess what? You move on from him next season and you keep it moving. But you can't expect him to go out there and play Chip's game and not his game and still look like dog shit. You know what I mean? So it doesn't make any sense. Salute to J Rowe. He says, due to the Raiders, I now call these shows bourbon and combo.
Instead of coffee.
Salute to my guy, Ro. And also salute to my guy, Ramel. And I think we got all the supers in. Appreciate you guys. Chris Jones does that to everyone. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. JPJ is the only lineman worth keeping, even playing him out of position. This is facts, Ramel. Yeah. All the rest of those guys, DJ Glaze has not been terrible, but he's not been good at right tackle. Jordan Meredith has not been good at center. Parham has not been good at left guard, and Stone Forsythe has been absolutely asparagus at left tackle. So I agree with you, Ramel. And also, man, salute to my guy Hug as well in the $10 special. If you remember, Geno's best season was a crazy fluke. Highlight plays and rookie Reek Woolen in a wild defense that year. Seattle had a bunch of Geno's shortcomings and dumb luck in a good defense. And this was, I believe, 22-23, where he had two back-to-back Pro Bowl years under Pete Carroll. I think it was 2021, 2022, somewhere around there. But, yeah, salute to Hug, my brother. I definitely agree with you, man. But
let me say this, too, is there's I don't want to say dissension, but there can be a lot of animosity in those coaching rooms.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So when you think of Chip Kelly and you think of Geno Smith, maybe Chip didn't want Geno.
Honestly, I don't think he did.
So you look at it, and we've had a situation in the past where a head coach didn't want a quarterback, but another guy in the organization who had a lot of pull, aka Al Davis, is like, no, this is my quarterback. So there was some shit where that coach wasn't trying to give this guy any help. And he was trying to prove a point. Like, I didn't want this guy, and I'm not gonna help this kid out. Which you would think as a coach, that's like the worst thing you could ever do as a coach. But in the league, it happens
all the time.
So it could be a deal where Chip's like, I'm not gonna open up this fucking playbook for this kid.
Yeah. I mean, bro, Gruden could have had Tom Brady.
Let me say, I'm just that's all speculation. I'm just saying that shit goes on where Chip's got his boys in there and Pete's got his boys in there, and maybe they're not the same guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe someone's a little ass hurt for some reason, and they're gonna not say sabotage, but I mean, you just don't know.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Stu.
Something's going on.
When I left Indianapolis, I reached out to and this is spot on. And you know, because you played the game your entire life, so you know what goes on behind those closed walls. It is, and honestly, it's clear cut that Chip has limitations on the offense side of the ball because he doesn't trust his quarterback.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Now, week one, it looked a little different. Geno went out there, played his game. We go out on the road. We beat New England, who's 5-2 now and looks phenomenal, right?
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Crazy. Like, it's just insane the way we went and then they went. But it's clear that he doesn't have his guy. And once again, like you said, Chip is maybe not even open in the playbook at this point. Even with Ashton Genty, they're not getting him in space. They're not getting him, so he can play his game. He's getting hit in the backfield immediately as he touches the football. This whole line has been bad. Geno's been bad.
I thought when we were watching that Colts game, I thought he's a downhill fucking runner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he should be getting the ball with his shoulders forward and, not top speed, but a lot of his stuff, he's getting it. And he's flat-footed 6 yards deep in the fucking back.
Yeah.
I line him up and have that motherfucker, counters and fucking get the ball and let him fucking do his shit.
Yeah. And
that's a lot easier, too, for the offensive lineman when this is just straight up, hey, I'm just taking this dude and we're making a hole instead of looking like it's a pass and drawing it or the fucking, the read options and stuff like that.
Also, Chip is just living in shotgun. His play action has been so predictable, I
don't even know if I call it play action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like it's been a rough ride. The good thing is we're 2-5, right? The AFC has been bad, Stu. I know that you haven't kept up with everything non-Raider related.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's very much still wide open in the AFC. We're 2 games back.
By the way, those mustard Charger uniforms were terrible.
Fucking disgusting. Ugh. We're 2 games back right now in our division. 2.5, I believe, back in our division. No, 3. Is it 3 back? 3 back in our division. 2 back in the wild card spot. And then we're kind of
very pivotal point right now.
Yes, we get Brock Bowers back. after the bye, which is big because
how many games?
He's missed a ton. He's been hurt with that knee injury, so he missed.
He hasn't been healthy all year, and that there has affected our offense. You think, it's just one guy, we should be able to fill him in, but I think we're starting to realize how much of a contributor that dude is on our team, because it significantly hurt us.
He's back at practice. Jacoby's on the outs. The trade deadline's right around the corner. He came out yesterday and said, do you still want to be traded? He said, oh yeah. I definitely still want to be
he's not getting the ball enough, or
no, he didn't get a new deal. He's on an expiring deal right now. So
this is the last year of his contract.
Yes. I believe there's no guaranteed money left on the books with him. So he's like, get me out of here. And I respect it. They just took Jack Besh, a guy that has pretty much the same skill set as him. It was a foregone conclusion we were going to move on from him. They sat at the table for a minute, bargaining table, and it sounded like the Raiders were not trying to meet his demands, him and his team. And I don't know if he was asking for wide receiver money, which I would not pay him that. You know what I mean? He's a high-end wide receiver too on most teams.
He is.
So, yeah. So, but it looks like he'll be on the outs here in the next week or so. So there's just a lot going on. November 4th.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to be moving and shaking a little bit. There's not too many players on this team that you can move on from because honestly, this isn't that talented of a football team on both sides of the ball. Like, I don't know who you can honestly move. Maybe a team bites on a Devin White. I don't know, because he's on a 1 year nothing type of deal. But I don't know. And Sean, I can tell you this, Stu, we're not at that point of the year yet where Stu's dipped into the draft yet. I promise you.
Oh, shock! I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it's too early. I know my brother. Like we get a little, a little later in the year. We start looking at players and stuff.
And the reason why too is because there's guys right now in college football that are playing really good. Yeah. In a couple of weeks, you won't even hear about them again.
Ever again. And
there's other guys that we haven't heard about yet that are also going to come on. So
yeah, facts. But Sean, we'll definitely have our draft shows and our free agency shows coming up very, very soon. And I want to tell you this, Sean. I seen you say I was 5'1", motherfucker. I'm not 5'1". Stu is just a massive human being. He is, 6'3", right, big bro?
Yeah.
6'3". So that's why he is hovering over me in the thumbnail. So get the hell out of here, Sean. Okay. Salute to Sean, though. Appreciate you, brother. But any other notes on this game and that you got?
Yeah, I just wanted to just draw up just some simple things that I think. Again, is it they're not being taught it? I can't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Or are they just not doing it out there?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's only that's really the only two things that you can really contribute some of this shit to. So this would have been. This is, I think, their second touchdown.
Okay. They went a 14-0 on us. That was in the first quarter, I believe.
Yeah, because the first one was the jet sweep to Rice.
Yes.
And 45 didn't get off block.
They ran that again, too, Stu. They ran that same play again on us.
Yeah.
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 Like, I know, because I had Rice starting in my fantasy. He got me 2 touchdowns pretty much on the same damn play. So, yeah.
So this one is the second one, and we're playing a zero blitz. Okay. So we have Palomalo. He comes down with the linebackers, right? And we got 26 on the outside. We got 30 on a slot, which
36, right? You meant Caillou Blue.
Well, no, right here. So he's 30 is actually in the slot. Right?
Darnay Holmes. Okay, got you.
And then it's 36, not 26.
Yeah, 26 is Darian Porter, and he came in later in the game.
And then you had 22 on the other side. We had wait, hold on. I think that's wrong. Okay. No, yeah, we had a middle of the field here, and we had a backer.
Okay.
No. Forgive me. Hold on a second here.
Real quick, as Stu writes that up, you guys get those likes up on both channels. Stu is on his X's and O's shit right now. I love it. We're gonna see how he draws this play up, but make sure you guys get those likes up. And also, do me a favor, if you guys have not subscribed to my brother's channel, Stuart Schweigert on YouTube, make sure you go subscribe. If you are not familiar, this is on my brother, former Raider, drafted to the Raiders. You know, forever a Raider, once a Raider, always a Raider. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my guy, man, on Stuart Schweigert on YouTube. Go support my dog, man.
Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah, no, I'm right here. I'm right. So yeah, so here we go. So So we're here. We have this. Both the safeties are coming down. Backers are coming. We're manned up here. One of the backers takes him, but here's the deal: he's out here on the slot receiver, and all the slot receiver does is he just comes up the field and just does a little bend.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we have 30.
Darnay Holmes. He was way too deep. I didn't draw him deep, but he was way too deep, and he was outside. Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that's simple things to clean up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's simple things to clean up. And then on that it was second. Like I said, I think it was Kansas City's first play. It was 1st and 20, I think. And Kelsey ran an over route, and we're playing cover 2. Hold on one sec.
While you do that, I'm going to bring your channel up and put it in the chat. People are asking for the links. So
oh, yeah. And I do plan on now that I got my computer back, right, I do plan on doing more stuff. I know I keep saying that.
All right, I'm putting that in the chat right now. Boom, boom. And salute to Zahn, man. I appreciate you, brother, for the kind words. Definitely appreciate you. So here's the it's right there in the chat, you guys. Salute to John Chef, my dog. Appreciate you, bro.
Okay. And then again, in that game, here was a huge play, and I think really when I knew that we were done with. There was 13. It was 14-0 at this point.
Uh-huh.
There's a minute 16 left. Kansas City has the ball, and they have
3rd
and 14.
Mm-hmm.
And they hit Juju Schuster right over the middle.
Yep.
But the thing is, Patrick Mahomes was just back there
chilling,
burping that motherfucker. Just ping. And that right there, I'm going 3rd and – because if we get off the field there, we still have a minute 12 to do something, maybe kick a field goal with our kicker. We go in the locker room, it's 14-3. It's a whole different ballgame. Instead, we get that first down, and then this is so this play here, again, it's like little technique shit. This is on the 13 seconds to go, 1st and goal from the 4-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
And they had Rice out here. And
I believe there's a penalty on that drive right there, too, that extended that drive. I could be wrong. Yes. I believe there was a penalty right there, the specific drive that you're talking about, that extended that drive and put them right in prime real estate to score.
So now, before we talked about 30, right? He was outside, right? And he should have been inside because there's no help, right? It's zero coverage. When you hear zero or black, the quickest route, if you're a quarterback and you're under center, what's the quickest route, shortest route for him to throw? Something inside, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? So you're going to know that that's what they're going to want to do, especially if they know that people are blitzing and that middle is going to be open, get inside leverage. Now, this is a totally different situation. This is single high. So So in here, they have all these other receivers and all this shit over here, right? I don't give a fuck about them. We literally have 1, 2, 3 guys on this outside receiver. Right?
Chin, Devin White, and we have Caillou Blue on the outside.
So he knows that 45,
Devin White,
low hole help. So if that guy does an underneath right now, he can pass it on. That linebacker is going to pick it up.
Yep.
Now, if this guy comes up, he has high hole help, right? If he comes up and does a dig route, he knows he has inside help.
Shin right there.
So if he knows that this guy is inside and he knows that this guy is inside, where is there not a guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he should line up outside of him. When I say outside, I literally mean his inside foot should split the wide receiver's legs. Instead, he's inside. So this is where he scores over here, right?
Yep.
This is where all my help is.
Yes.
He and a snap of the ball, he jams like this, doesn't even touch them.
Yeah.
And where do they run? They run that little out.
Easy.
Yep. That's
Coach Stu with a haymaker.
I mean,
it's simple football, though. It's simple football.
And really, number 11,
Jeremy Chin,
he should be like, bro, get outside. Like, we're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We're here. And even on the play, this linebacker's reading Mahomes.
Devin White.
And he went right there. So if they did run something inside, it's a knockout or a pick for fucking 90 yards. So that corner, the only thing you can't give up is the outside.
Yeah.
So, and that's what he gave up. That's the only thing you can't give up. And again, that's not talent. That's not physicality. I mean, his technique and opening up in the end zone is not good. What he should do is he should have his heels right on the fucking goal line and make that receiver go around him. Instead, he's here and he does.
Come on in. Yeah.
But, and that right there that's just.
You know what though? That's a lot of that is on the coaching. It is on the coaching, but it's also communication. I'm not seeing those players communicate a ton out there on really both sides of the football. But specifically defensively, those guys are kind of checked out.
You should see
a lot of movement.
Shit going like, I'm saying this. You should see, well, maybe you didn't mean this. Like them with their hands, like
that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah.
That's how you know guys are talking, and they're tapping each other. And I've seen signs of it. But again, we talked about in the beginning, if you just think you're going to be able to line up. And now there are some plays where you just play what the defense tells you to play, right? And there's you just play what it does, and you're going to be okay.
Yeah. But
there's also plays where you're going to be aware of some things and pre-snap calls, and hey, alert this if he does yak motion, which is tied in across the line of scrimmage. Hey, we're going to flip flop. We're going to switch. We're going to be aware of the bunch over here because on that fourth and 1.
When they went for it?
Yeah, when they went for it. And then I'm going to draw this last play and then.
No. Do your thing.
Go ahead.
I just, while you do that, it's just clearly, though, once again, we were just clearly outcoached. We were completely dominated on both sides of the football. And Andy Reid, man, just did Andy Reid shit. And Mahomes, he didn't look rattled one time, Stu. Like he looked like
that motherfucker was back there reading a book.
There was no sweat on his brow, per se, like so to speak. And one thing about Mahomes too, man, I don't know what it is. And pause if necessary, he's a slippery dude, bro. Like he finds ways to avoid those defensive linemen and always finds ways.
All it takes is just a little, and
that's little motion, yeah.
That's what we said. That's what Rod Woodson, Dan Marino was good at. He couldn't run, but he just knew how to. Just to get that little fucking that's called spatial awareness.
Yeah.
And I guarantee if you asked him, say, how did you know that? He's like, I don't know.
I think it's a natural ability. That's why he's like this era's GOAT, which I hate to say it, but it just is what it is. But as you draw that play up, man, salute to everybody here in the building. As always, we're going to talk about the bye week here shortly as well. Stu being a former player, I definitely want to pick his brain a little bit in terms of going into the bye week, coming off of a nasty loss, like how we go about this thing moving into Jacksonville next week where we have them at home. You know what I mean? Like we do have some, I mean, once again, you guys, we're a bad football team, but there is some winnable games here on the menu very soon. Like Jacksonville looks like a very beatable team. I know they played in London. I know that, they were coming off of a nasty loss to the Rams. It's tough to play out there. But regardless, they lost. You got the Denver Broncos who had back-to-back wins against the lowly Jets and the Giants, where they had to do some last-second miraculous shit to beat both those teams. Denver looks like a very beatable team as well. We have them in Denver after Allegiant Stadium in Jacksonville. Then we have Dallas and Cleveland on the menu, where Dallas's offense looks insane, but their defense looks nasty. And we know what's going on in Cleveland. So, I mean, there are some winnable games coming up on the menu, man. So stay tuned. We're going to see where this thing goes. They need to get it together. They're practicing today. This is the last practice of the bye week until we see them next week as they get prepared to go face the Jacksonville Jaguars in Las Vegas. So stay tuned for that as Stu draws up his X's and O's.
I'm ready right here.
Let's do it.
And it was actually a really nice play call, to be honest with you. So this is in the third quarter here. Does this come up backwards?
No, you're good.
It's 21-0, but there's still a lot of time left. There's 11 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And this is 3rd and 1.
Mm-hmm.
And even the announcer goes, safeties are way too deep. So our safeties were like at 12 yards.
That was Romo too, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah.
So then we had guys in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And like, for instance, over here, even those are receiver motions, they should be talking between each other going, if he motions, so right here, Paul should be saying to 36, if he motions, club this, which means that he goes over, this guy gets down right here.
Yeah.
And then he comes over at 8 yards just because of the down and distance. Now, when this receiver motions over, these guys should be alerted too. Hey, if he comes over, let's bunch this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's bunch this. Instead, this guy comes down, which is play away. He needs to play slow. They motion over. The tight end goes underneath. This guy goes to the flat, and so that pulls the corner out. Now there's this huge gap right here.
Yep.
This player's 11 yards deep.
Yeah.
Instead, these 3 guys should play these 3 guys, and it's a fucking non-play.
Yeah. Oh my God, man. Look.
Here's the deal: when Chuck Pagano was our DB coach, he would tell us, "Listen, guys, the coverage is cover 3 or it's cover 2, but once that play starts, you guys play whatever the fuck you want to play back there."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I might tell you that I would man it up and do this, but if you don't feel comfortable doing it, do what you guys feel comfortable doing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not practicing that shit in practice, and you're not getting a good look from the scout team, and the coaches aren't reminding you, hey, why don't you try this? You got to have tools out there.
Yeah.
And we're going out there on defense sometimes, I think also on offense, with an empty tool bag.
Yeah. And
you got to have tools to use those combos. Hey, I'm going to lock you, me and the linebacker. Let's double on the running back. Instead, they're just kind of lining up and fucking trying to play it. And you can do that sometimes, but
with no plan, really. Like, just no plan in motion.
If you're trying to figure out the play while it's happening, that's tough business, bro.
You're trying to diagnose it on the fly.
That's tough business, dog.
Yeah. You got to be able to diagnose it before the football is snapped and have an understanding of what's going on in front of you. Where do we go from here? Like, Stu, where do we go from here? In your eyes, how do you improve that defense? We're talking about the defense specifically right now. Coming off of a 31-0 burger. I mean, both sides of the football was terrible. I mean, Geno couldn't get rolling. The run game couldn't get rolling.
Do they just now just give like guys tackles for no reason or what? I mean, I know I'm looking at the stats. Roberts, 18 tackles. Devin White, 16 tackles. Chin, 10. Palmau, 10. Bro, that's a lot.
Yeah, well, holy shit. I'm looking at that now, too. 7 solo for Orlando. 18 total, 16 total for Devin White. 6. Do
you get a full tackle if it's just an assist?
Nah, it's supposed to be just.
I thought it was a half.
Yeah, half. But they still add them up. They add them up. So if you get 5 or 6 half, it continues to go up. 18 total tackles though, because look at the defense on Kansas City. They're hot. Trent McDuffie, their slot corner, has 6 total tackles. That's the most. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Rio Chanel 3.
That's wild. And what stands out here is you're looking at your second level and your third level of your defense. They're the ones that are getting. Bro,
just look at this stat: 11 carries and 12 passes the whole game.
Yeah.
Bro,
you can't win ball games like that.
It's tough. That's
when your punter is the best player that you have. Still, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Cole was out there.
He was the one who got banged up against.
Yes,
Cole, but he's all right.
Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, he's fought through it. He had an ankle injury, but he's okay. So when you said where do you go? Bye week. Do you know the schedule? Yes. We have Jacksonville on the menu.
No. I mean, do you know what their schedule is? Like, do they get
today?
Off? They had
practice yesterday, and they had practice today.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, probably Friday, Saturday. Report back Sunday.
So they have, I believe so. I think that is the actual. I believe we're back Sunday or Monday, but either way, today's the last day of practice for the week.
Oh, today is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So they got some time off. They get a chance to stay home, and we're at home, so they don't have to travel for next week's game against Jacksonville. They're coming in from Florida.
That's good.
Okay. Yeah, which is great. You have some extra extended time at home, spend with your family. You know how much that means when you're able to not have to travel and spend some time with the family and try to get over this nasty.
You know what? I'm trying to think back, and I remember there were some years it was like, I don't even want a bye week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it does fuck up shit sometimes if you have something good going.
If the momentum is rolling. Yes.
If the momentum is rolling. And at this point, too, though, this is a pivotal bye week because we're still, this season's not done yet.
No.
We have opportunities out there. It's not. I've been in some, where it gets to November and we already know it's, we ain't making the playoffs. That's a motherfucker, right? And
you still got to fight through for the next however so long.
So right now, these guys really need to take advantage of this bye week and not have the fuck it. We ain't doing so fucking good. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna, and maybe some guys forgetting about it and trying to reset is good. But if it were me, I would be going back and looking at every fucking past game.
Yeah.
Seeing where can I improve, which everybody on the team can improve.
Every one of them.
Everybody. So this is a very, very crucial time for us to have a bye week. I think it's a great time to have a bye week.
Especially with Max dealing with the knee and back injury as well. He left that game in the second half, doubtful to return, and he's been dealing with that. So it's good for him to get healthy as well, your best player that you have. Yeah,
and again, another week with Brock not having to worry about playing.
Yeah.
But it's nut cutting time right now, bro. I mean, it's guys need to. Here's what guys, every single guy, and the coaches should be telling this, guys. Here's what you need to do. Don't worry about nobody else right now. This bye week is all about you. Take care of you. Now, is that getting some extra sleep? Is that getting some extra treatment? Is that watching more film? Yeah. Every guy's going to have something different they need to do, but everybody needs to fucking do something and come back better.
Yes. No, I agree.
Coaches.
And once again, there's a ton of young guys on this roster, especially on the offense side of the ball. So it's difficult. You're going through a bye week, and let's just say Dante Thornton, rookie, Jack Bech, rookie, Trey Tucker on a rookie deal. You're getting Brock back on a rookie deal, right? But he's on a rookie deal. But you're looking at your best wide receiver in Jacoby on the outs. So there's a lot more that these young kids have to process as well, because Jacoby as a veteran is probably looking at them and saying, it's time for you guys to step up.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit more pressure on those guys to come into.
I hope. I hope that's the message that he's given.
I believe he would. I believe that he would, because
it could be man, fuck this.
No, Dante has told me,
bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. This organization ain't shit. I mean, you just never. I don't think he's doing that.
No,
but you know what I'm saying. You don't know what
Dante's come on. He's been on this show twice, and he said how much Jacoby has meant to his development.
I think I remember you saying,
and how much of him putting his arm around, and it was apparent even this past week, because Dante had 2 catches that were called back on stupid ass penalties. And there was a point where Jacoby was on the sideline and he was talking to him like, it's not on you. It's not on you. Yeah. Just trying to keep him focused, because as a rookie, you're trying to do whatever you can possible to show these guys you belong.
We want to do everything perfect. You want everything.
Yes. Yeah. And it was clear that Jacoby was speaking to him on the sideline like, hey, it's okay. You live to see
not going to be perfect every play. You're going to fuck up. You just want to limit those fuck-ups.
but this is you can't win games still when you're looking at this. Time of possession. Kansas City, 42 minutes and 8 seconds. The Raiders, 17 minutes and 52 seconds. So that means that your defense lived on the football field, and the offense.
Yeah, you're again, like I said, I mean, with a minute 12, we're only down 14-0 with a 3rd and 14. I mean, that's still there, but if you're out there, it's just naturally, here's what happens. You're going to get worn out. Mm-hmm. You're going to get tired. And when you get tired and worn out, that's when you need to focus the most.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's when your brain starts to fucking worry about shit it shouldn't be worrying about.
Yep.
That's why you have to, in practice, you have to put yourself under duress during practice and make it as hard as possible, so that when the game comes, you're not going to be, you've taught your brain to focus. It's a learned process. You have to learn to do that. But if you're at practice and you're just, it's easy peasy and you're not, running as hard as you can or whatever.
You're saying when your body's telling you shut down, you have to lean on your football IQ.
Yes. Yeah.
I agree. I think that
because I've seen guys, we can't stop. It's just like, bro, you got to calm the fuck down. You have coaches that do that times. They're like, yo, what the fuck? Get away from us, dude. Motherfucker, guys are just like, yo, go back up in the booth or something, bro. Like,
oh, shit. I love it, man. Salute to everybody here in the building. We just hit the hour mark.
Thank you for subbing. I appreciate that.
Yeah, real quick, man. Everybody make sure you guys subscribe to my brother, Stuart Schweigert. I will make sure that my brother's more active on YouTube and more. You know what? We're going to do this. You guys are going to hear this first. What day works? Let's set it up for next week already.
What works for you?
Whatever.
Is today's probably is Thursday too late? I mean, should we do it earlier?
No, but we have a bye week, so it works. We can do a preview about the first Jacksonville game next Thursday. Next Thursday, let's run it.
Who's Jacksonville play this weekend? Let's watch that.
They have a bye week as well.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah, so both teams are coming in fresh and ready to go.
And how are they doing?
They're 4-3, I believe.
Okay.
I believe they're 4-3. One of the teams that beat the Chiefs. But let me see.
Oh yeah, no, I watched that game. That was a dope ass fucking game. That last play that
Trevor Lawrence had a phenomenal play where Chris Jones put up no effort, just kind of just allowed him to run into, and then that 100-yard return from Devin Lloyd.
Wilson had a good opening return.
Yeah, bro. I'm thinking like, oh shit, he got to the 40. We're good to go. Like maybe we're gonna get the wheels turning here. Yeah, and nothing there, but. Other than that, man, as always, thank you guys so much for
putting on the
Stu show. Thank you guys so much. We will definitely be back next week to talk this Jacksonville game. Other than that, man, any last thoughts, Stu?
I would say this to the nation. This weekend, just turn on a game, and I like to do it sometimes whether you don't have there's no connection, there's no emotions, there's no anything you have to do, and then just watch some of the other teams and just see their communication. You know what I'm saying? Like see how they do it, and
especially the better teams in football, like
compare how their coaches react and then because sometimes we get tunnel vision, right? And we just Raider.
Yeah.
And then you look at another team and you're going, oh shit, either we are as bad as we think, or maybe we're not as bad, or maybe you come up with an idea going, now that I see how this team operates, this is what we should be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
it's sad because we see these mental lapses. The Chargers game was nasty. The Commanders was ugly. The Colts game was disgusting. This game took it over the top. But then you watch this team face the New England Patriots, look really good. And then they battled it out with the Bears, who are 4-2 right now as well. We lost on a last-second field goal block. So it's like you see that they and that was when Geno threw 3 picks. We lost by 1 point. We could have still found a way. That defense showed up.
Hard to do. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you see some signs of life, and then they just die a miserable death the following week. It's like, and then they go beat Tennessee 20-10. You're like, okay, we're coming off of a win.
That's a sign right there of a young team.
Yeah. Because
younger guys, they have to learn that you need to play great, literally on every single play.
Yes, every single snap.
It can't be, man. Well, I balled out first half. Like that was first half. That's just done with.
Yeah.
I balled out last game. It's like, dude, the great ones or just the good ones.
Every single snap.
Every snap. They are obviously you're going to get beat, but you need to go. Shit, no, I made a play in the first quarter. I need to make a play in the second, third, and fourth quarter.
Yeah,
one's just not good enough right now. We're not a good enough team. Everybody's got to play as good as they can and have it in their mindset. If it's going to be, it's up to me. And I'm not waiting for anyone else to make a play. But I think the biggest thing is these guys need to go back, and I think they need to watch themselves.
Yeah.
It's hard. No one wants to do that.
Yeah, but get back to the drawing board. Get back to the tape. Because remember we were watching that tape, me, you, and Chike that night with Jason as well. Yeah. And we're seeing things, and we're like, are these guys really not seeing this? Like, even the alignment on special teams, we're sitting here like, dude, like.
And again, I think I know what's going on out there, but there are different calls, and the guy's doing something because the coach told him on this adjustment. So
yeah,
it's not as if we know exactly what they're doing, but we have a pretty good idea of who's supposed to be where and who's supposed to do what.
Yep. Other than that, man, as always, appreciate the chat, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet on the way out on both channels, on Stu's channel, my channel. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button as well. My brother, I love you, bro. Good to have you back on the show.
This was good. I'm glad we were able to get it
definitely
going.
And let's catch up again this week. And you know what, hold me to this today. I'm signing up for Madden tonight.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm doing it tonight. But see, this is the thing, bro.
WWE shit too. That shit is fucking fun as hell.
You got it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy it right now,
bro. You can do it. You can literally I spent 4 hours just doing my intro.
You know what, bro? Look, see,
and my outfit and shit, dude. It's fucking.
I gotta get that. Look, I'm gonna get on the phone with you. You got to show me how to do.
It's complicated. I mean, you go through the tutorial stuff. It is like there's so many different moves, man. But it's fun. You can fuck with the lights, fucking smoke, like a side girl, like your manager, like it's fun, dude. It's fun.
That's dope, man. Salute once again, everybody here. We are outro, you guys. Have a blessed day.